A story of hidden debts. Every Friday in the 5th grade, Mr. Miller called roll, but not for attendance. He did it for the field trip fund. He had this giant green ledger on his desk. If your parents paid the $15 fee, you got a bright blue check mark next to your name. By November, mine was the only blank line left. Every single Friday, he'd tap that ledger with his heavy gold ring. Clink, 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 and say, "Still waiting on the Miller boy to join the rest of the class." One week, my dad gave me 3 $5 bills. They were crumpled, soft, and smelled like the grease from the auto shop where he worked 80 hours a week. I handed them over, trembling. Mr. Miller didn't even open the ledger. He just looked at the oil smudge on the corner of the top bill, held it up by the very edge like it was toxic, and said, "We require clean, crisp currency, Toby. This isn't a garage sale." Then, he dropped them into his recycling bin. The whole class giggled. I stayed behind after the bell, on my knees, digging through shredded worksheets to find my dad's hard work. I never told him. I just told him I paid it. But that clink, clink, clink of the ring on the desk stayed in my chest for 25 years. Fast forward. I finally made it out of that town, went to college, and became a compliance auditor for the State Banking Commission. My job, finding the dirty secrets hidden in people's books. Last winter, my hometown bank went under audit. Guess who came in? Trying to secure a massive commercial loan for his private tutoring franchise? Mr. Miller. Older, balding, but wearing that exact same gold ring. He didn't recognize me. To him, I was just a guy in a sharp charcoal suit holding a tablet. I started looking through his franchise's financial history. And right there, buried under miscellaneous operational costs, were hundreds of undocumented administrative cash fees charged to low-income families. He was still doing it. Publicly shaming families who fell behind on their payments, threatening to kick their kids out of the program. I didn't yell. I didn't remind him of the 5th grade recycling bin. Instead, I did my job. I flagged every single discrepancy, initiated a full state investigation for predatory lending, and froze his commercial accounts. His franchise collapsed within a month, and the state forced him to pay back every single cent to those families, with interest. He went bankrupt. He never knew that the kid who dug $5 bills out of his trash was the reason he'd never look at a ledger again. And those families he tried to bully, they just woke up one morning to a surprise refund check in the mail. They'll never know my name. And honestly, that's the best part.